not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway from the Superdome. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First play, first throw coming for Vic. And his first look is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Here's Michael Vick, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. A gain there of 21 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Vic. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Vic on 3rd and 2. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and they're going to get this down inside the 15. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Jackson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Patterson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. One more time with Patterson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Trying the power game with Ham. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Marshawn Lynch. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Vick into the slide, and he's got the 1st. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Vick with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Play action now, Vick. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, and now Vick throwing another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Another completion right back to Patterson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out left to Dotson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. 4th down, here's Jackson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true. But you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's where you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go play action with Jackson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On 2nd down, a run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Vic readies to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, Murray. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Michael Vick. Dancing to his left. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. 29 yards. And the Saints have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jackson. Quick slant, Dotson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Throwing, Jackson. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown. It's caught inside the 25. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Vic to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, that clock had run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit. Try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now, they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 13-year man puts it through. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.